This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Whether you love true crime or comedy, celebrity interviews or news, you call the shots on what's in your podcast queue. And guess what? Now you can call them on your auto insurance too with the Name Your Price tool from Progressive. It works just the way it sounds. You tell Progressive how much you want to pay for car insurance, and they'll show you coverage options that fit your budget. Get your quote today at Progressive.com to join the over 28 million drivers who trust Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
Brews and Banter.
Hey, Frank.
Hey, Roman, how are you?
I'm doing great. And we have Cindy with us. Cindy, tell us a little bit about who you are and how you got here.
Well,
this is an interesting,
Full circle.
Okay, it is.
Yeah.
My name is Cindy Clarke, and I do interviews with our local public access channel, PAC-B TV. And I had both of you in an interview with us. So you have returned the favor. Well, I kind of insisted on it, didn't I? I mean, that was part of the deal. If you came there, then I came here, that type of thing. But anyways, I would like to, just as an aside, I would like to see a little collaboration between you and us to increase the viewership for both of us.
Absolutely.
Because I think you've got a very unique situation here. And I would like to see both of us expand more because you talk about what you want to talk about. We're a little bit more limited, but I think overall it's community.
Mm-hmm.
And we all obviously love this community, so we work together to improve it, to encourage people come to visit us, say restaurants or whatever festivities that we have here. But I got involved in PAC probably about 4 or 5 years ago, and it was kind of a weird situation because people had started retiring. So there was nobody else to do a lot of this stuff. So because I had retired, now people looked at me and said, Cindy, what do you think? And I said, well, I can help. Sure, I can help. I'd never done an interview in my life. I think the first time I probably had to go into counseling afterwards for a little while because I got so nervous.
Well, I can say you're very cordial and you're very approachable. So it's really a big part of it.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, I've always been a people person.
Mm-hmm.
So I figured, well, if I have that going for me, because I got nothing else going for me as far as that goes, because I have no training, no nothing. I just came out, I just shot right from the hip, probably like you guys did.
Sure.
Mm-hmm. You just don't.
Absolutely.
You just decided all of a sudden this is what you wanted to do, and you figured out how to do it. You did it.
Yep.
So here we are. And I've hit interviews, anything from the community. You've probably seen some of them, I hope.
Yep.
Just anything that's relevant to the community, topics of interest, school sports, community board meetings, that
Businesses.
type of thing.
Yeah.
Well, we got to keep it careful. We got to be careful because of our status. We have to be very careful as far as politics and commercialization, things like that. But all in all, we're pretty free to talk about what we want to talk about and who we want to talk about. If I want to talk about you, then I'll talk about you.
Yeah, well, and we encourage that.
Well, I know you would.
All bad
I know
stuff.
it is.
Because you don't lie. You got to tell the truth.
Well, not lie about the bad stuff.
Right.
I know.
Frank,
Yeah.
can you cheers with coffee?
Yes, we can.
Yeah.
Well, with Cindy, we could do whatever we want.
So what we're drinking today is our sponsor of this podcast is Roaring 20s Brewing Company out of Lebanon, New York. And this is a Mexican lager. And
phenomenal, by the way.
Fantastic. We love it. All the guests that have tried this, they just love it. And
maybe I probably should have tried it.
You've got to brew.
Okay.
You've got to brew. It's okay.
Well, I've got the coffee, so
let's cheers.
let's.
And by the way, this is our show, so we could do whatever the hell we want.
That's right.
Well, I
We
guess
could
that is
cheers
true.
with water or whatever,
Well, and I thank you very much. The coffee's very good, by the way,
Oh,
because I
thank
am
you.
a coffee snob.
Thank
and
you.
It's good coffee.
Yeah.
I like
And
it.
Brews and Banter does also have our own coffee. So if you're interested,
Next
reach
time.
out.
I hope there's next
Okay.
time. But we'll
Yeah.
see when this ends, because you may say, fuck no.
Yeah.
Well, I might. I might. The chances are probably very good, actually.
But we agree with you. I know that you and Roman, I was away. Roman takes a vacation like once every 3 weeks.
Must be nice. You better check your books.
I took
Do a little audit.
Yeah, there's these big write-offs.
I know.
I took one this year, and I was gone. So you and Roman had met about talking about these collaborations. So yeah, that's some things we got to work at. And it's been busy time of year. Summer's tough. because of that. People don't really travel in the winter.
Right.
So we'll work on that stuff we need to do because you guys have a sizable reach as well. I know you got 12 or 1,300 videos.
We got a lot of them. Yeah.
I mean, this is probably 150.
147 or something.
Yeah. So,
Well, we've been doing a lot more.
Right.
years,
Right.
you know.
There's definitely some sort of marriage we can have there media-wise. And there's some other things we'll talk about during this podcast as far as what you mentioned with Beaver Lake. And
And if I may go back in the story a little bit, how we met.
Yes.
So Brews and Banter joined Chamber of Commerce here in Baldwinsville. And I showed up to one of the meetings. Frank wasn't able to make it.
At PAC, I think. At the PAC.
Yeah, you guys hosted.
Right, yes.
You guys hosted. So I showed up and, I was a little intimidated and nervous, and there's a lot of these people.
As you should have been, right?
Yeah.
well, look how intimidating she is.
Right. There it is.
And then I said who we were and, said we're a local podcast and would love to have everybody on. Some of the people that were very familiar faces because they've already been on our show. And then after everybody did their introduction, it's like Cindy locked her eyes on me like on target. She goes, I'm going to talk to you about something.
Good.
Just like that. I'm like that. I do that. Talk to strangers. I was told never to talk to strangers. But I do and I did. And here we are. Here we are.
And she said, what the hell is podcast? You got to tell me more about it.
Yep.
I kind of heard of it, but I feel like there's a demographic out there that don't know what it is. And we need to do an interview. That's when you invited us to come to PAC-B TV to do the interview.
Which we thoroughly enjoyed, by the way.
Yeah.
Oh, I had a ball.
Yep.
Of course, you remember when we first got there, the power went out.
Yeah. So
I don't know if that was like a sign, but you came back.
do it.
We just
You
didn't
came
learn
back.
from it. Right?
I know. No, none of us learned. We came back and tried again. Yeah.
But that created a better bond. And so we had a great time. And if you want to see the interview, you can go on YouTube, PAC-B TV. You'll also see it soon on our channel. But our interview is on PAC-B TV YouTube channel. You can see the video there. And we had a great time.
Well, I enjoyed it thoroughly.
Yep. I love the questions you asked. And you said you're self-taught interviewer, right?
Yes.
Is that how we can label that?
Well, I don't know how else to label it.
Trial by fire.
I know it. I know.
By
As long as you
default.
don't use a lot of four-letter words around it, then we're okay.
Because
Well, PAC-B is a 4-letter word.
Well, let's not go there.
because we also taught ourselves how to interview people. And then we're now learning, the more I listen to our podcast, I'm learning, I say a lot, or like these things I'm picking up that I shouldn't be saying. But I'm also realizing how we learn to talk to people.
Yes.
And we've said this during your interview. And the way you approach people, it has so much energy. Like when you were like, I want to talk to you, I need to know about this, we need to schedule something. I feel like, let's do it. Like you brought this energy. So that's how the whole thing started, I guess.
And the interview piece was like relaxing energy.
Yeah.
Like it's like sort of a good pace and sort of, we kind of were able to articulate.
Like now, it's comfortable now. And I think that's the secret. I think you can have all the training and everything in the world, but if you can't make people feel relaxed and comfortable and make them want to talk, people do love to talk about themselves. Yep. They really do. So if you can, like a few minutes before an interview, kind of get a common ground, kind of figure out where the person is. Mm-hmm. It's a question of knowing people too and being able to read body language and all of that. Usually I get the body language. People says, get the hell out of Dodge, but that's all right. That's another story for another time. But if you can learn how to read people and kind of pick up where they're coming from a little bit, and like I say, people love to talk about themselves. So you had it. That's where you had it.
Yep.
Yeah.
And keep it going, and it flows. It'll flow naturally. I mean, and it works almost every single time.
Yeah.
Every person, every business, they all have their own unique story.
Yes.
And when they get to share, because where they've gotten in their life, whether it's with struggle through business or struggle in personal life, they've gotten there and they're proud of where they are. Maybe some are struggling still, but they still want to share, and that's where it's different. That's where it's good that people want to share these stories, these experiences, and why it's easier to talk to someone and ask the right questions. The conversation just starts to kind of carry itself, and you get to learn these things. You don't, like I've said this before, through 2.5 years now, maybe a little bit more, I've learned stuff by talking to people here. And I feel like you, over 5 years now?
Yeah.
With PAC-B TV, you've built that experience and knowledge, the things you've learned, people you've spoken to and interviewed. That's where it's like that. I don't want to say magic cliche.
Well, it's not a bad word. It's not a bad word. The magic of it, the beauty of it.
It's the beauty of
it.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's special.
Yes, it is.
And I'm glad we ran into each other. And
so am I.
And it's not selfishness. It's pride. I mean,
right.
you can genuinely care about what you do, and that's how most people succeed in life, whether it's this or not. Family, marriage, kids, job, whatever it wants to be. It doesn't. If you're talking about yourself, it doesn't have to mean that you're about you. It just means you're proud of where you are and how you got there.
Right, right. And people do, and particularly, like you said, that if people have been successful at something or they're proud of what they've done, they're more than happy to share it and share their experiences with you, if depending on what type of interview you do. And people love to share that type of stuff and just get them going, and they'll roll with it.
Some people had terrible life, and they're willing to share. Mm-hmm. We've had at least two guests that have talked. One talked about something, just I can't believe it what she went through, and she shared about it.
But on the other side, she's much better for it.
Yeah. So she got out of it, and she's happy with her life and the changes she made, and she even talks to other women who have experienced these things. And then we've had another guy who has issues with anxiety and worry and panic attacks, and he shared about it, and we did it all in like a funny way. We joked about it, but we highlighted
like funny, comfortable, not funny, disparaging.
Right,
yep.
right. Yeah. Well, not that you're making fun of him. You're laughing with him.
Well, you got to read the room. Like, what are they doing? If they're joking about it, then we'll joke about it. If they're serious, then we're serious. I mean, we are cognizant and we care. I mean, so if you have pride in what you do, right, and you genuinely care about what you're doing, you're really successful before you start.
You're right.
I mean, if you don't care, then why are you doing it?
Right.
So I mean, it's in a job. If you just, I mean, you're applying and you want to get a job somewhere. If you are just going to that job to get a paycheck, most likely people interviewing you that are going to hire you are going to see that.
They are.
But if they can see there's some sort of passion and drive, and based on your other work history, there's this sort of indicators, you're 75% there.
Yes, you are.
It's really up to you to mess it up.
Right. You're right.
Yeah.
And it's, like, let me ask you this. Oh, I'm losing. I got it. Okay.
Bring it with you.
Okay. Well,
that's why we have the right headphones.
Yeah,
okay. I like this. I like this a lot. Oh, this is. Am I in control here? Like
you are in control. Yeah.
You're in charge.
Love it. The first time you ever did an interview, were you nervous?
No.
Yeah.
Well, the first one we ever did was just us two. It was like a 20-minute episode.
Well, first
one we ever did here.
First, it was just us. But the first interview, first guest, I was nervous. I'm like, oh my gosh, don't screw this up.
Well, we have a friend on who kind of
helped you out,
buffer. Like, they don't really care what you do. They just want to pick on you the same as we pick on them. Mm-hmm. So, but then we have cognizantly.
Don't ask me these if it's more four letters. Don't ask me to go there.
So, but we had separately looked at ways to do this and how to approach people, how to ask, get rid of the ums and ahs, and like, how do you interview? So we've not just done this and hope it works out. We've researched it. So we have hopefully gotten better at, kind of interviewing people, and because we go on site, this whole thing we have here is remote. We can take this all on the road.
Well, this is a new place, isn't it?
This is a new studio.
Yeah, and how many? Is this your third one?
You are our third.
Third. Okay, so this is the third location that you've been.
It's a third location we've been. You're the third.
And you're the third
one here.
Guest.
Oh, right in the top 10. Yeah. I like that. I like that a lot. I know you planned it.
Third episode.
Yep.
Great.
Third guest, third episode, third location.
Yeah, we're still not done. It's
very
work
nice.
in progress.
It's very nice.
There's
very roomy.
More parts in my car.
I was really close to Roman before. It was kind of awkward.
Well, people did say that too.
Yeah.
They did. I heard them say that a couple times. But not to make you feel uncomfortable now, because you've got that space.
Yeah. That's okay.
You've got your own space.
The wall
he always finds a way.
We're putting a wall
I'm sure.
With a little slide window.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm going to order like a burger and fries or something.
So, Cindy, if someone's listening to this and don't know what PAC-B TV is, can you give us a little background history on PAC-B TV?
Well, it started out many, many years ago, and I don't have all the original history, but I know it was a project, oh my God, many, many years ago.
It's decades old, right?
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. And it's like one of a kind. I think the only other one may be in Albany. So this is kind of a little gem here. And it started out, slow, where they would, the interviewers would, they would do parades or little interviews about history of Beeville, somebody talking about how when they grew up and this is how Beeville was, all sorts of different things. And, and then it kind of grew from there, and they got their own location down on Mechanic Street. And it was funny because they had a house there. That's where I started. And
They used to have a Burger King also, right?
was that
They used to have a Burger King also right there on Mechanic Street.
right?
Yep.
Right there where the auto parts
O'Reilly's
place
there
is.
now.
Yeah, right. So we're right across from where the tattoo place is going now. So
Told you. He didn't think it was a tattoo place.
I got mixed up where Timeless Tattoo is going.
yes, that's where
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
going in
Oh,
that.
see? Told you.
One more time. Okay. good,
Third
thank
time,
you.
third
Thank you.
episode.
That's it. That's
I'm
it.
sorry.
We got it. We got it
I'm
covered.
complaining to HR.
I know.
I'm listening.
See how
I'm
far
listening.
that goes. That's right. That's right. So am I. But anyways, that's where we started out, and you had to go up these real narrow stairs and kind of jut it off, and it was different. It was different up there. But I remember one time I had a gal come in. She works with service dogs, and she does shows, and she has Rottweilers. And she gets involved. She takes the dogs into libraries, and she's very involved in service animals and helping out, challenge people, children, that type of thing. So she brings her dog Storm up into, for the interview, and she was a ham. It was beautiful. It was great. It was a great interview. So it comes time to go down the stairs. So we're all going, and they're a little tricky going down. The dog didn't want to go. We had to carry the dog down.
Yeah.
Here's this Rottweiler. He has to be carried down those
Yeah,
stairs.
yeah.
It was tough because some people, you had to be careful how you did it because some people couldn't navigate those stairs.
Sure.
We did interviews like at the library and, until they decided that they had to move. And then this opportunity came up where we went into Lysander Town Hall, right near the Volunteer Center. Shelley Hoffman used to be there.
Okay.
And she was vacating, and she said, gee, this is a perfect opportunity. So now you see where it is. But we've hit our
But
place
she's
too.
very great in the community as well.
Yes, she is.
Oh, was it her real estate office there, or?
I think she was kind of a little bit of everything there because she had bought this other location, but that was kind of her main office at that point for a while. She was smaller.
Yeah.
Now then she started growing, so she brought the real estate down to where it is now. She had a finance company in there, and I think a photographer
Okay.
in there too. And then she decided she needed to expand. So
Right decision. Yeah.
timing was everything. It's worked out great for us, except when the power goes out. But it has worked out great, and we're expanding just like the two of you have expanded too, and we hope we can keep going.
Are you guys still moving? Are you expanding something now, or that's you're
Well, we're going to stay there
yeah,
for a while.
But then
I'm
you
sure.
have
Location.
plans, or hopeful. Yeah.
You never say never.
Yeah.
It depends on how things go and how the brand takes off with everybody. And, we've got some things at work now and in play for the future. And, just like your eyes thinking something new, something different.
So for clarity, PAC-B TV is PACB-TV, which is public access channel Baldwinsville. I
Right.
assume. So
Right.
just for people listening, I know you said it's a gem and there maybe is one in Albany or somewhere. So that's how people can find you. So have you guys noticed any issue with this sort of public access funding from the government? They cut funding for NPR and stuff like that.
I don't think that's affected us because our funding comes basically through cable, through
Okay.
our Lysander, Van Buren, and Baldwinsville. I think that's how
Okay.
our funding is. But of course, a lot of people are dropping cable. They're
Yeah.
going to streaming and all of that. I never knew what streaming was.
Yep.
I go, I could do streaming, but I really can't because of this. But it's like with you guys. I go, what's a podcast?
Yeah.
And
But
what's
you guys can
streaming?
do this.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
And you guys now stream on YouTube too.
We do the streaming, the live streaming. Yes, we have right now the meetings. There's a couple meetings that we live stream. I think we're heading into that type of stuff. You have to go along. You have to keep up with the times.
But you don't have to just live stream. You can record and release audio.
Yes.
So that would kind of eliminate any kind of restrictions with, the cable companies you're relying on now.
I would like to see a different way for funding.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
That's
I'm
the problem. Like the
I'm
funding.
not savvy enough in that stuff to know where to go.
Yeah, the
I'm
funding
really
is
not.
based on views and downloads, all these
Right.
things. So you'd have to grow that, but hopefully people that are currently with you now would follow you to where you go.
Well, I hope so, and
Yeah.
that's why.
Or we can help you. Yeah.
Well, we all work together, and we can help each other
Absolutely.
to become more visible in the community, which will help us all.
And to that end, so we were talking about the Beaver Lake
Yes.
options, and we spoke with Matt at Chamber of Commerce about Taste of Beeville. So I don't know if you guys are involved with Taste of Beeville for them, September
With
20th.
I'll be working it.
Okay.
I'll be working the front.
With PAC-B TV?
Well, no, I'm a volunteer for
Okay.
The chamber, but I think we'll have a cameraman there, a videographer.
yeah.
That's good.
Will come and do what usually the big events we're there.
Okay.
We're there. We don't always do interviews
Yep.
because it's a little bit crazy sometimes.
Well, interviews don't. Yeah, they don't have to. You can just be
No,
footage, just fine. Yeah.
right.
Yep.
Just the open.
And then as far as you're probably familiar with Enchanted Beaver Lake.
Yes.
So there's they're selling tickets now for it's called Spooky Sips, which is the
Oh, I saw
prelude
that. Yep.
to Enchanted Beaver Lake. It's just for adults, so that you can go and see all these pumpkins and stuff prior to all the children. But they're also going to have that big tent set up in the parking lot, and I think there's going to be some breweries there. We're going to be there. They asked us to come there, so I don't know if that's something you guys would be involved in, or if you want to. Maybe we can get them in contact with you if that's.
Well, I saw that, and I was thinking about it too. I'd like to go.
Yeah.
I'd like to go.
Well, it's
just
all
to see.
community for us. It's local. It's right there.
Yep.
Did you walk here? Were you able to walk here to this place?
No, I didn't tonight.
Yeah, yeah.
I didn't because I've got other errands to
Sure.
run afterwards. But I could.
But but still, I mean, as far as local goes, I mean, we that's what we're trying to do. All these things, and there's enough of it, and like you said, the PAC-B is a little bit of a gem, but Baldwinsville itself is
Absolutely.
in the same boat.
And we want to increase the visibility of our community as well, because we do have a wonderful community here. I mean, we have activities. I have friends that live in Liverpool, and they go, I can't believe everything that you've got going on out in Beeville.
Yeah.
They try to keep up, with all the things that we have, the Margarita Fest, Taste of Baldwinsville, Seneca River Days, everything. There's so much happening here, and I'd like to see more too.
And I believe that island's underused. I mean, I'm sure it can be used for many more
Yes.
events.
We used to have, years ago, I don't know how long you've been around here, but when it first started out, when, oh God, what are we talking, 15, 20 years ago? You could go to concerts for like $2 or $3.
Yeah.
That's not like that
That's right.
anymore. There was a concert
Taste of
going on.
Beeville will be. They'll have 4 bands. It's $2 to get in.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. But typically,
Yeah.
it's much more expensive
Sure.
now. And, people always complain about the parking and all of that. And then the noise levels that you have to be careful with because some people it bothers. But then now we have other venues. A lot of people go to Sharky's.
Yes.
And, you've got the amphitheater. Not that we would have that type of talent here, but still the competition with some of these other outdoor venues, it's made it kind of tough.
Well, there is a price point, and there's a dollar threshold that people like. I mean, you want to go see a national band, or you want to see a local band,
Right.
And really, you couldn't fit a national band audience on the island. I think maybe you can get 4,000 or 5,000 people, but you're not going to get 20.
No.
Like you would at the amphitheater, I suppose.
Right.
But it's good. It's good enough for us.
4,000 or 5,000.
I don't on the island.
Yeah.
You think it's more?
No, less.
I think it might be less, maybe between
Less.
right
Maybe-
around 3.
Maybe 2,000 or 3,000. But also
maybe 2,000 another 2,000 4-year-olds.
Sure.
Right.
But as far as parking goes, I think what the island can accommodate population-wise, I think there's enough parking out there as far as municipal parking, some street parking. You can get to the island.
But there's also
I think
water parking. You got the boats.
Right.
Yeah. I think
They could pull right up.
the issue is where people complaining about noise. Well, what's your problem with noise? As long as we follow the noise
I think it's 10
ordinance,
o'clock.
as long as it's not past that, I don't
Right.
understand what the complaint
Well, I
is.
think a lot of that has gone down because they do shut it off at a certain time, and then they drive around, the village highway people drive around with a little, whatever you call it.
Decibel meter.
Yeah,
Yeah.
check the decibels, make sure they're within the legal limit.
Yep.
But I think the actual percentage of people that are upset with the sound is small.
Someone is driving around with the sound meter.
Yeah.
Yeah, the problem is when they're driving around, they're on the road. So, it's not a problem, I guess, because it's quieter because the amphitheater faces the water and you got the building in front of you. So they're driving around, it's quiet. It's someone on the water that's got to be listening because it travels.
I can hear it at my house. I'm
Yeah.
on Genesee Street.
But it's not overwhelming.
I love
You're not like, oh my God, this person is right next door.
It's not
You
bad.
can just hear it.
I was doing a remodeling project off of River Road, and it was not loud, but it was nice where as I was working, I was enjoying
was
the
nice
music.
music, yeah.
And sometimes I would stop for lunch and just enjoy the music.
Well, that's what I do. I sit out, and, like if they have an evening concert or something, I'll get my coffee and sit on my back porch and just in my pajamas and my little kitty slippers and just listen to the band.
Yep.
It's great.
And it's not
great.
every day. It's
No,
not like,
it's
what are you
not.
complaining about? It's not everyday noise that you have an
No,
issue
it's-
with.
I respect the people that might have an issue with it, but maybe, you sort of realize it's temporary. It's not there.
I know it's only in the summer.
Yeah.
Actually the warmer months.
Yep.
After that, it's done. And we do have a gem there.
Yes.
I mean, how many other areas have this type of a situation?
It's a full stage. It's
Yes.
got the lawn, and then they bring in the food trucks or whatever the case may be. So it's a little bit weird to get in. You got to go on the left side of the Red Mill in there, but you can get in.
Yeah.
It is what it, and then you got the bridge that goes over to Angry Smokehouse.
Right.
So you can access the other place there, or you can go across the street to where we were for our Hops on the Seneca event at the DIY party venue, and then there's Sam and Malone's, or there's San Miguel's, or Suds River Grill.
Yep.
So there's a lot of things to do, and it's all walking distance.
It is.
You
It's
know.
a beauty. Laundromats.
Yep.
Because
Yeah.
the boating people, like if you, I volunteered at the visitor center down by the canal. I don't know if you've seen that little house down
Yep.
there.
Yep.
Well, and the boaters come in, and that's another gem.
Sure.
We'll go off topic here a little bit, but the volunteer center has taken that over, and they've done a fabulous job. And people that come in from boating, they have brochures and they have menus, things about the Erie Canal, which we've got coming up now.
Yeah, we're gonna have a guest on here talking about it.
The bicentennial.
Yep.
That'll be October 3rd.
That's right, yeah.
The Seneca Chief is coming in, or the replica.
Yep.
And so we're going to have, hopefully, there'll be a lot of activities going on with the island, and maybe even on the other side of the visitor center, which, like I say, they offer information if you need to know where laundromats are, grocery stores,
Yeah.
the restaurants, that type of thing. And it's a welcoming to the boaters. There's a little journal they can sign in. It's really
Yeah,
kind of
right, right.
nice.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
it's really kind of
Yep.
nice. But you're going to have somebody on about it, right? That's good.
Yep. So, Mary Ann got us in touch with someone that we had met at the Budweiser event, the chamber. She's going to come in and talk about the Erie Canal history and that gentleman. But the boats you can come from both ways. So you can park on the other side of the bridge, the what is that, the east
Canal
side,
Right.
the east side. So, or the west side before
Right.
before the lock.
The lock, right?
So there's really a lot to do. I mean, you can anchor if you want. I mean, I don't know, you take a little dinghy over.
There you
Well,
go.
no, you tie in, you get off the boat, and
But
everything is
there's,
within
if
walking
there's
distance.
too many boats, you can just kind of hang out there and
Well, sometimes you can tie up two and three.
right.
Yeah.
Yep. But either way,
We'll let you-
there's plenty of room.
Yes.
Yes. And it is a great. It's safe. I mean, it's relatively safe, and it is a village, and people should be able to enjoy that. There's plenty of room. There's not going to be. You're not going to have this sort of lines and line because you can pick. You can pick this restaurant, you can pick that bar, you can pick that bar restaurant. All over, you can go down Downer Street. I mean, there's all these things. So there's enough to do for everybody, and that's kind of what we're hoping to do, is to get that message out to everybody, and your channel can do that as well.
Yes.
Cindy, over 5 years you've been with PAC-B TV. Any interviews that really stick out that just have been so memorable, or certain experience that you had that really imprinted in your brain, and you like just want to highlight some of the interviews that
There's been many, but a couple that I did one time regarding Paige's Butterfly Run, and her dad came in and told the whole story. And I don't know if it was just because we clicked, but it was very emotional.
Yep.
That was a very emotional. We both cried. We both cried. That was real emotional. I won't forget that one.
Yeah.
I won't forget that one.
I used to run Paige's Butterfly Run for over 5 years. I've done it. It used to be in Baldwinsville, then they moved down to Syracuse.
And the best thing about that is it's organic. You know what's happening. You know someone's going to come in, but no one's expecting to have it that emotional.
It was.
You know, so it's real and it's genuine. It's raw. That's really
Well, that's what it was too. And I was a little bit. I have to tell you, I was surprised. I wasn't ready for it.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, there it was. And you feel these emotions. There's not a lot you can do about it. You
And
just have
there
to
isn't
go with
anything
it.
you should do about it.
No, and I didn't.
That's what's real. That's what people want to see.
Yeah, he and I went right there. I mean, it was, and in fact, his assistant that was there that day said she had never seen quite that emotion in any interview that he had done up to that point.
Yeah.
Because it was real, it was genuine. You know, there's a lot of history local here for it, and it was tough.
Yeah.
It was a tough. No, it wasn't really tough, but it was very, very
Heart-wrenching.
heart-wrenching, and lasting. Yeah, it was. It was.
And that's what we do. We try not to script anything because we want that. I mean, we don't want it to be robotic. Okay, we see. Oh, so let's talk about that because we got this here. You know, and that's the way. That's not necessarily the way it is with people that do that. That's just the way we found out it was with us.
Well, and if it works,
Yeah.
if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, and then I'm trying to think. I've done some animal ones too, because I'm a real animal lover. In different hoarding situations, things like that, to do what we can to try to make it, to find homes for animals. But basically, they're all good.
Yeah.
It's like you trying to say, you know, maybe this one was better in this aspect because this was funny, and this one was more, you know, it was heart-wrenching or, you know, whatever. But they're all good for different reasons.
There could be an emotional connection or a funny connection or a lifelong connection. They're all different reasons that made them better in that scenario.
Right.
You know,
right.
like Coach Sanfilippo was a good one for me. Yeah. He was my coach. He retired. I mean, we get all that, and but everybody we get to meet. Like,
Isn't it nice?
You know, we've got this connection that we made with a mutual friend that we didn't know about, and we talked about that on your episode on your channel.
Right.
And then we just recently, connected again, and you don't. Me and Roman really like to we like to meet people, but we also like to talk about architecture and the history of things. But then you get to sort of meld this in with something that's unexpected, and it really it's emotional on a different level.
Yes, that's exactly what it is, at a different level.
Yeah.
And it doesn't mean one is better than the other one. It's just that they're all good.
Yeah, and we're making friends. I mean, like these are not. I mean, we're friends. Right?
Yes.
It's not like we talked to you once.
You pay me.
That's why we're friends.
Still friends,
because
right?
we have
Right.
to
Just
stay
as
that
long
way.
as we're clear on that.
In order to write it off.
Transactional friendship.
Right. Yes.
As long as we can write it off, then
Yes.
we're friends.
Okay, we're good. We're good. It's all good.
Can you fix Walt's collar on his shirt? It's bothering me.
This one?
Yeah.
Well, Roman's being a little anal here. Oh,
Yeah,
is he talking back or what?
Yeah, he does it.
Yeah, sometimes he's got a potty
Walter?
mouth.
Yeah, but he looks like Roman. Like, make that mean face. Look at
He doesn't have a beard.
if Roman was 108 and no beard.
We love dogs. So with this new studio, we'd love to invite more guests that have dogs to bring
You have
their
dogs?
dogs in.
Do you have one now?
No, I have cats.
Yeah.
But I try to help both all the rescues.
Yeah, so we've got our dog bed there. We'll get another one for Roman's got a few. My dog was here the other day, and we like it.
People always can relate to animals too.
Yeah.
Who doesn't? I mean, for the most part, 99% of the people love animals.
I've got a close friend who says if a dog doesn't like you, you probably have nefarious intent. I mean, like,
tell ya.
because they can smell all these things. Like,
Yes,
they just
they can.
know. Like, I mean, if you got a mean dog, like the dog's just an asshole to begin with, that's going to be the case. But typically, you get a dog coming up to you, like all your dogs come to me. Finn comes up to you. Like, if a dog doesn't want to be near you, there's something going on.
Well, let me tell you, I stopped dating somebody because of that, because my dog didn't like him, and then things turned out later on that the dog
He was
was
right?
right on,
Yeah.
right on.
I mean, you can get it. I mean, and they're going to be and cats are like cold British women. They just really like.
Where did he come up with that one?
I'm just trying to think. Like,
He just pulled it out of his
no,
ass.
like they're like cats. Like they might love you right now, but they'll like they do that quick slap. Like
3 times.
Yeah.
Well, actually 2.
it's like ninjas. Like whap whap whap.
Oh, quick. They're like lightning, and you can pet them twice.
Yeah.
3rd time, no.
And then they sit there and they're purr on you and rub on you, but then next one's like whap whap whap.
Yes. And how quick it is.
Yeah.
And they'll go after a dog, too, and the dog is like,
Yeah, you watch those videos when the
Yeah.
dog wants to go down the stairs, but the cat's
Yeah.
standing there like, try it. Whap, whap.
that's right. That's right.
My wife and I, when we watch movies or shows, and if they hurt animals, they were like, they hurt one more animal, we'll stop watching the show.
Oh, I do the same thing.
Yeah. But
no.
you have cats. So I'm not against cats. I'm just not a cat person. I love dogs.
Well, it's hard to play fetch with
And
a cat.
and
A lot of cats do it, though, really.
So,
I've
I wanna-
trained my cat to sit,
yeah.
to up, shake.
I want to ask you this. You how many cats do you have?
2 now.
2. How can you tell your cat's emotion? Like with a dog, I can tell when it's happy, it's sad, or if it's in pain.
Like, does a cat tail wag when they see you?
No.
Yeah.
Like the cats, I can't read the cat.
They're different as far as they show their emotions.
Like cold British women.
Yes. And as long as they're in
Why
charge.
British?
They're,
I don't know.
Well, it could be any kind, actually. Well, British, that's probably a pretty good analogy. But
There goes our views in England.
I know. And
Or
cat
it's going to go up
people.
because they know we're right.
I know we are. You are.
I'm not disparaging them. Just that, like the way it is.
That's exactly the way they are. And you have to remember that they own you. And as long as you're good with that,
Yeah.
everybody's happy. Yeah.
But like a dog, like I mean, I've had to discipline. And we all do. My dog when he was younger, but it saves his life. Now that one lesson I taught him, he doesn't do again.
Right.
So like, all right, cool. Now I can let you outside without a leash. Like when I'm around. Like if you're around other people, you gotta have a leash on. I get it. But he listens to me. Your dad voice him. Like, but my wife and daughter, they don't let him out without a leash because
He doesn't pay attention to them.
well, they're just not as assertive.
You have to be.
But he's my bestie.
Yeah.
Like listens. I'm his guy, and that's the way it is. I didn't make it. I didn't plan it that way. It's just what it is. Like your dogs are very well behaved.
I think that's something I've learned in the family. When you're training a dog, everyone in the family needs to be consistent
Yes.
with the way you train, because my dogs are different with me, with my wife, or my son, or my in-laws. So let's say, for example, my father-in-law takes one of my dogs out for a walk. It's my dog walking my father-in-law. He has no control.
And the dog knows that.
And the dog knows that. The dog knows when I'm out for a walk with the dog knows exactly how to behave, knows to be near me. If I'm running or walking, it behaves certain way. And if I say, okay, home, and if they haven't pooped or peed, whatever, they know, okay, this is my last chance. They'll take care of their party business, and then we go home. And it's like they know who they can manipulate.
Yes, they
it's
do.
It's amazing how smart. They pick up things quick. And
cats will too, but they just do it in a different way.
the cats, I cannot tell. Like, I had a friend with, he had a Siamese cat. And so the way into his house, you walk in, there's this like first room where he was living in an apartment building. And is there a buzzing sound in your ears?
I have it.
All right.
I don't hear.
But
I
when
hear.
when she talks, it goes away.
Okay.
All right,
So,
and I hear voices other than yours too.
So it's
just
something
so you know.
from that.
No, I'm
microphone
just
probably.
here. I've always heard voices.
oh,
Yeah.
those are
A lot
ghosts.
of voices.
Yeah.
You know those.
What do
other
they say?
voices. I can't
Give
tell
us
you
the
that.
money back we're paying you for.
Yes, there you go.
Give the refund check.
Do that
So-
audit.
So we lived in this apartment building where you walk into this area where it's like entrance, and there's 2 more units, doors, right? It's like a shared space. And his cat was there, and I wasn't expecting it. So I walk in, and the cat was there, and I kind of like got scared. and it went to attack me, and I like pushed it out of my way. Maybe it was reacting to my reaction. And that fucking cat, remembered me as that asshole who hit it or pushed it.
See, you're nefarious.
And that cat
don't forget.
always didn't like me.
Right.
From that moment. And I tried to be like friendly, give a treat, trying to like create a new bond. That's it.
No.
It was like that one time, and it's like, no, I hate you.
pretty much.
CBW, cold British women.
And the whole thing with the cats were like, you know, with the dog, I can say, no, leave it alone. But the cat will be like, no, I'm going to push it.
Yeah.
So my wife calls them cat holes. Like instead of assholes, cat holes.
Yeah, well, that's true because they'll watch you and they'll push your buttons. But I had mine trained. I mean, I worked on. Of course, I have no life, so I work on training the cats, and they do very well. Yeah. Actually, they really do. I mean, the dog was much better. I had a shepherd, and I had Dobermans, and very well trained.
Yeah,
very well trained. But in fact, I took my niece and nephew's dog to Justin's Canine Campus because she needed some guidance. He's very good, by the way, because I can talk about it now, but he's very good as far as just basic behavioral type things, sitting, staying, that type of thing. And very important to have your animal trained properly because, like you say, it can save their life. Yeah. And nobody wants to be around.
But it also becomes unfun if they are not.
Right. You don't want to be around. They go, oh, I don't want to go to their house because the dog jumps on me or is always licking me or whatever. But if you have a well-behaved dog, that's fine. And the dog needs that herd mentality. The dog needs to know that you're in charge. Mm-hmm. Whereas a cat says, well, maybe you can be in charge today, but really, I'm in charge most of the time.
I'll let you be in charge when I want you to be in charge.
Right.
Yeah, dogs kind of need the alpha to follow, right?
Yes.
With wolves because they're ancestors of wolves.
Did I tell you about Finn? So we've got to sort of wrap it up here quick. But me and Finn will go like it's time to go to bed. Take him out and go potty. I can tell him hurry and then race, and this is the TMI part because I live in the country. I can pee outside.
You pee outside?
Yeah, and me and him pee to see who's
together.
Who's
is that like your bonding time? Or
he's somewhere else. I try to pee on him, but he's far away.
Okay.
But
okay.
We pee to see who's done quicker.
They cross streams.
We pee to see who's done quicker. Because I got to tell him. Otherwise, he'll sniff around forever. I'm like, quit doing it. I'm tired.
You're bonding.
And then, or something.
Yeah, well, I know. I'm a little bit nervous about this, but that's another interview for another time, I think.
So we hope you want to come back.
I do.
Okay.
I do. And thank you, gentlemen. I appreciate it.
My thing with my dogs is when I say, okay, home, that's when they know, all right, I got to go. This is my last
But
call.
you take them for a walk. I just let mine in the yard. I don't.
Well, no, sometimes like at night, I let them in the yard.
Okay.
Like they actually know, I don't have fence, but they know the boundaries. Mm-hmm. Like they kind of learn like, okay, don't go to the neighbor's yard.
Or go to the neighbor's yard.
Yeah.
Number 2 in the bad neighbor's yard.
Right.
They do try to sneak in there for that.
Yeah.
And I was like, no, stay here.
Yeah.
But I love dogs.
Yeah.
I love them too.
Yeah.
Cats are just easier for me. That's all.
I
feel a little
like
less maintenance for sure.
I have this theory, whatever you want to call it. Most owners who really love their dogs and have a certain special bond, there's like a similarity of the dog and the person. Like they have something like look-alike similarities.
Yeah, they do. They do.
His dog looks like him. My dogs look like me, I think. But there's
Tucker looks like you.
After like next time you see someone with a dog, just kind of see like, do they kind of look?
Oh, you do.
Like,
I do
is there
all the
some
time.
similarities?
I do all the time, and I laugh. I start, and they probably have no clue why I'm laughing at them, and they probably go, "Why is that person laughing at me?" Because you look like your dog, or your dog looks like you. But that's okay. That's fine. That's fine.
I think that's why you love them. You
Yes.
you create a bond. But Cindy, thank you so much for coming on.
Well, thank you.
Can we mention everybody behind? You're on camera. Everybody sees you.
It's everybody in your
But
production piece.
There's a team behind the camera who helps to put all this together. I know
is.
Brian's not here, but can you just give them a shout out?
I thank so much Brian and Jonah and Lori and Mac and anybody that helps us to do what we have to do, the PAC board members that help us, that encourage us to continue and give, let us get the proper equipment that we need. thank you to everybody that's involved with PAC, and thank you, gentlemen, for allowing us to continue our mission as well. And I hope we can continue it together in the future.
Yeah, absolutely. And we'll
will.
work on that. We it's always there. It's just been really the last 2 months have been pretty tough for us.
Yeah, our just with transition and with the summer travel times, it's been time consuming.
We'll get there. We'll get there.
For sure.
Yeah, we will. Well, thank you.
Yeah,
I appreciate it.
We've got to mention Hopped Up Network. Thank you for supporting us
Thank
on
you,
that.
Hopped Up Network. Thank you, Roaring 20s Brewing Company, for sponsoring this episode. We want to thank all of our followers on all social media and listening to us on all podcast platforms. We want to mention again, over 4,000 followers on Instagram. We're doing a giveaway for that. Please follow us on Instagram to see how you can participate to win a prize.
And TikTok now. We're on TikTok. Check us out there. Yeah.
Awesome. Cindy, anything else at the end?
No, I think that I think we've hit it all. We went from A to Z,
Yeah.
and I think we should do it again. And
Absolutely.
you should come and see us again.
For sure.
Perfect.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank
and
you.
to PAC-B TV.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye, everybody.
Coming at you live from Auto Trader, here's New Car Energy.
They're searching inventory. You can make a budget for your wallet to help you succeed. It's smarter car shopping just for
Find
you.
your next ride at autotrader.com, powered by Auto Intelligence.